Hi guys, welcome back. To make it easier for you to fill out your Form N400, the first step toward becoming a U.S. citizen, today we are here giving you the new version of the video about Form N400's vocabulary. In this video, we'll explain the meaning of those words in a shorter way and easier to remember. Now let's get started. Part 1. Naturalization. The process of becoming a citizen. Eligible, eligibility. To meet the requirements. Lawful. Allowed by the law. Permanent resident. A foreigner who is permitted to live in the U.S. Spouse. Husband or wife. Part 2. Current. The present time. Legal, legally. Allowed by the law. Nickname. An informal name that your family members or friends call you. Aliases. The different names that you use. Maiden name. A woman's family name before marriage. Gender. The male or female sex. Date of birth. The day when you were born. Country of birth. The country where you were born. Country of citizenship or nationality. The country where you are currently a citizen. Physical disability. The disabilities such as deafness, blindness, or amputation. Developmental disability. Mental or physical problems that become during childhood, such as autism or dyslexia. Mental impairment. A part of a person's mind is damaged or is not working properly. For example, Alzheimer's disease. Prevent. To stop something from happening. Demonstrate. To show something clearly. Knowledge. Information about something. Exemption. Permission not to do something. Part 3. Accommodation. A special assistance made for people who have disabilities. For example, blind, deaf, or have to use a wheelchair. Sign language. A way of communicate using hand movements for people who can't hear. Interpreter. A person who translates what you are saying. Blind. Cannot see. Low vision. Difficult to see. Part 5. Residence. The place where you live. During. All through a period of time. Physical address. The address of where you live. Postal code or zip code. A series of letters or digits for the purpose of sorting mail. Mailing address. The address of where you receive your mail. In care of name. The name of someone who receives your mail. Part 6. Parents. Mother and father. Neither. Not one nor the other of two things or people. Skip. To leave out. Part 7. Biographic information. Person information such as name, age, gender, race. Ethnicity. A large group of people who have the same national, racial, or cultural origins. Hispanic or Latino. People of Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rican, South or Central American. Race. A group of people who share the same language, history, characteristics, etc. Part 8. Employment. To work to earn money. Unemployment. Not having a job. Self-employed. You work for yourself. Employer. The company that hires you. Occupation. Job. Part 9. Outside the United States. Not in the United States. Total. The result of adding separated numbers. Spend. To use time for a particular purpose. Trip. A journey to a place and come back again. leave, left. To go away. Return, returned. To go back. Part 10. Marital history. Your marriage history. Marital status. You are now married, single, or divorced. Single. Have never married. Married. Having a husband or wife. Divorced. Married in the past, but now not married. Widowed. A person whose spouse died and not married again. Separated. Still married, but you do not live together. Marriage annulled. Marriage that is invalid. Prior. Before or previously. Previous marriage. The marriage before your current marriage. Deceased. Died. Part 11. Missing. Cannot be found. Stepchildren. Children from your spouse's prior marriage. Adopted children. Children legally become part of a family, which is not the one that they were born. Part 12. Have you ever, in your lifetime, claim, to state something, claim to be a U.S. citizen, to state that you are a U.S. citizen. Register. To record your name on a list for a purpose or to do something. Vote. To formally choose a new leader. Hereditary titles. Inherited titles. The title you got because you were born in a royal family, such as prince or princess. Order of nobility. A position given by a king or queen, such as duke or duchess. Give up. To stop having something. Declare. To state something officially. Legally incompetent. Not able to make decisions for yourself due to mental problems. confine. To keep someone closed in a place, often by force. Mental institution. A hospital for people with mental health problems. O. To have a debt. Overdue. To be late. Fail. Not to do something. File a tax return. To send your income tax paperwork to the government. Non-U.S. resident. A person who doesn't live in the U.S. Member. A person who belongs to a group. Involve. To take part in. Associate. To make a connection. The Communist Party. A political party where the government owns and controls all property, such as Cuba, China, North Korea. Totalitarian party. A political party where the government has complete control over everything and the people have no power. Terrorist organization. A group of people who do violent acts for political or religious purposes. Advocate. To publicly support. Overthrow. To remove a government from power by using force. Persecute. To hurt someone badly because of religious or political beliefs. National origin. The country where a person is from. Nazi. The political party led by Adolf Hitler from 1933 to 1945. Occupied by. To be controlled by. Allied with. Connected with. Establish. To create an organization or a group. SS military unit. An organization under the Nazi government. Self-defense unit. A group of people that protect themselves from being attacked. Vigilante unit. A group that acts like the police, but are not the police. Extermination camp. A place to keep people before killing them. concentration camp. A place to keep political prisoners during war. Prisoner of war camp. A place to keep enemy soldiers who are captured during war. Labor camp. A place to keep people and force them to work. Transit camp. A place where refugees stay temporarily. Genocide. Killing a whole race or nation. Torture. To cause someone severe pain to get information. Sexual contact or relations. Touching of a person's body while they don't allow. Military unit. A group that works for the government to fight in a war. Paramilitary unit. A group that acts like a military group but are not the official. Rebel group. A group that fights against the government. Guerrilla group. A group that uses weapons to attack the military, police, or government. Militia. An army of people, but not part of the official military. Insurgent organization. A group that uses weapons and fights a government. Detention facility. A place where people are forced to stay. Weapon. An object used to hurt people. For example, a knife or a gun. Threaten. To tell someone that you will hurt them. Training. The process of learning a skill. Recruit. To persuade someone to become a member of a group. Enlist. To sign up into a group. Conscript. To require someone to serve in an army. Records have been sealed. Records are closed. Records have been expunged. Records are erased. Disclose the information. To give or provide the information. Judge. A person who decides cases in a court of law. Attorney. A lawyer. Constitute. To be considered. A crime or offense. an illegal act. Commit a crime or offense. To do something that breaks the law. Assist in committing a crime. To help someone to do something that breaks the law. Attempt to commit a crime. To try to do something that breaks the law. Arrested. To be handcuffed by the police. Cited. To be ordered to appear in court. Detained. To be kept in an official place by the police. Charged. To be accused of a crime. Convicted. To be declared to be guilty of a crime in a court of law. Alternative sentencing. A different punishment given by a court, for example, doing community services instead of going to jail. Rehabilitative Program. A program to help people to restore health. Diversion. A different program to avoid being convicted, such as a rehabilitative program. Deferred. Delayed. Prosecution. The process of proving in a court that someone is guilty of a crime. Withheld. To be refused to give something. Adjudication. A final decision on a court case. Sentence. A punishment given by a judge in court. Suspended sentence. A punishment which tells a criminal that he will have to go to prison if he commits another crime. Place. To put someone in a situation. Probation. A system that allows criminals not to go to prison if they behave well and keep contact with officials. Been paroled. Allowed to leave prison early because of good behavior. Jail, prison. A place where keeps arrested people. Evidence. The information that is used in court to prove something. Outcome. Disposition. The final status of the case. Habitual drunkard. Someone who drinks too much alcohol every day. Prostitute. Someone who has sex with people for money. Procure. To provide a prostitute for someone. Smuggle. To take things illegally to or from a country. Controlled substances. The illegal drugs that can affect on a person's health and welfare. Narcotics. The illegal drugs such as heroin or cocaine. Obtain. To get or gain something. Immigration benefit. The things such as a green card, visa, or citizenship. Gamble. To play games for money. Illegal gambling. To play games for money that is not allowed by the law. Dependence. The people who depend on other person for financial support. Alimony. The money that you have to pay regularly to your ex-spouse after a divorce. Misrepresentation. To give false information to get a benefit. Public benefit. Money from the government to help you pay for food, housing, health care, etc. Fraudulent. Dishonest and illegal. Misleading. To make someone believe something that is not true. Admission. The right to enter a place. Remove. To take someone away from a place. Exclude. To prevent someone from entering a place. Deport. To force someone to leave a country. Rescission. The act of canceling a decision. Deportation proceedings. The legal process of deporting someone. Pending. Waiting to happen. Armed forces. The U.S. military. Deploy. To move soldiers to a new place. Station. To send a soldier to other place to work. court-martialed. To be sent to a military court. Disciplined. To be punished. Honorable discharge. To leave the military with a good record. Alien. A person from other country, not a citizen. Avoid being drafted. To prevent from being selected as a soldier. Deserted. Left the army without permission. Selective service system. The system in which men aged 18 to 26 must put their names on an official list. Non-immigrant. A short-term visitor to a country. Constitution. The supreme law of the U.S. Oath. A promise. Allegiance. To be loyal to something. Oath of allegiance to the United States. A promise to be loyal to the U.S. Bear arms. To carry weapons. Non-combatant service. A duty without fighting with weapons, such as a nurse or a translator. Work of nation importance. The tasks that are important to the country, such as help the Red Cross take care of people.